car, a road, and a lake. That's all the inspiration we needed to start working on our game. We just wanted to be in a beautiful place, taking a nice quiet drive. Lake invites you into 2 weeks in the life of a mail carrier. It's not an end of the world story, but a lighthearted one, where the paths you choose reveal different facets of the people around you, and ultimately, of yourself. Hello and welcome to the Lake stream as part of LudoNarraCon 2021. My name is Dylan Nagel, I'm the game director on Lake, and thanks so much for spending some time with us. Also, a lot of thanks to our friends over at Fellow Traveler for organizing the con and for having us. This particular presentation will be an introduction to Lake, and it will offer a bird's eye view of its origins and its development, and we'll be wrapping up with a short playthrough of the first day of the game. Now later this weekend we have a bunch more stuff for you in store. For example, on Saturday our local tech art wizard Jonathan will be talking about the beautiful environments in Lake, and then on Sunday our art director Sonia will be discussing characters from sketch all the way up to animated in-game models. And then on Monday, wrapping up, our creative director and lead writer Jos will be answering any questions you may have about the game. That said, that out of the way, let's jump in. The story of Lake starts a little over 3 years ago when I ran into Pim and Jos Bouwman, founders of Dutch studio Gamius. They had just launched a new game called Turmoil, and it turned out to be a big hit. So as luck would have it, they were looking for new projects to kickstart, and they kindly invited me to pitch a few ideas, which I did. The first game I pitched was Tiles of Adventure, a modest puzzle game in which you had to lead the main character from the start of the dungeon all the way to the exit by sliding a bunch of tiles. The second was a bit larger in scope, featuring spaceships and space battles and branching narratives, featuring all kinds of mysterious characters, perhaps a bit too large in scope. Now, the third concept dealt with transportation and getting stuff from A to B as quickly as possible while avoiding all kinds of obstacles along the way. And while I was doing research into various modes of transportation for this game and environments to drive through, I stumbled upon an image. And when I first saw that image, time slowed down, and it was as if the universe was trying to tell me something, as if whispering that this would be the core inspiration for my next game. Fortunately, Pim and Jos did not choose Tiles of Adventure nor Vector Force, but instead were very curious, as was I myself, to find out what this piece of inspiration would lead to. And fast forward 3 years, we still have this as our main source, our guidance, and this is what we based Lake on this particular image of a car driving on a road next to a lake, and ultimately this is what the game is about. The first thing we did was create a design document, or a vision document as we sometimes call it, describing all of the ideas we had until that point regarding gameplay mechanics, controls, characters to meet along the way, the environment, and slowly but surely we had enough information to start working on a proof of concept demo. We did quite a bunch of research, not only into other games like walking simulators and other narrative games, adventure games, but also into other media such as movies and especially TV series, as we started to figure out what it was exactly that we were trying to make. Next up was research into environment. Where would this take place? We ultimately settled on Oregon, not only because it's a beautiful place on Earth, but also because a certain spaceship crash landed there in 1984. Meanwhile, we had invited a number of writers to start imagining an interesting cast of familiar and relatable characters. We sought inspiration from famous actors, sometimes blending appearances and character traits. Here are some of the first bits and pieces we wrote. And here's an example of a scene that ended up in the game. And here's that very same scene, but now in Artisy Draft, a wonderful program especially designed for narrative structures, including branching storylines. We mixed all of those ingredients together. Gameplay, environments, characters, animations, voices, sounds, music, and ended up with the game as it is today. It's almost finished, so let's have a closer look.
Good morning, Meredith. Ready for your first day?
Good morning, Frank. Ready to rock.
It's a great day to be on the road. I already filled up the mailbag in the truck, so you're good to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a map in the cabin, in case you get lost.
Thanks, I'll probably need that.
Bon voyage!
That's lighter than I thought.
Wishing I could have seen the look in your eyes. Did I fly on that wall? Now I'm on the morning train down to.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's today's mail.
New in town. Your face looks familiar.
Well, I grew up here and then left for college 22 years ago.
22 years ago, back when they called me Nancy Sinatra instead of Nancy Reagan. So now you're back, huh? I know what it's like.
Actually, this is only temporary.
That's what I said too, a long time ago. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. It's been raining a lot lately.
Memory lane.
I remember this as the old Sugarman place, but the envelope says McGill. Must have moved away. actually enjoying this. Ah, the mighty Ambrose River. Yeah, this takes me back. Hi there. I've got some mail for this address.
You're not Frank.
I'm Meredith Weiss. I'll be delivering your mail for a while.
And Frank just gave you the keys to the goose?
The goose?
Yes, your white and wobbly van, duh. I'm Lori. I'm Providence Oaks' mechanic. And I'm the one who keeps the goose running.
Well, Thomas is my father. Does that count?
Thomas! Yes, that surely counts. My father has been teaching me since the day I was born. There is no one better in PO than me. And I have to get back to work now. But I suppose you may drive the goose. On one condition. If there's ever anything wrong with it, you bring it back to me, yes?
Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Nope. Did Frank tell you about the radio?
No.
It currently only receives the local station. Plus, sometimes it cuts out altogether. If that happens, just give it a big old bang on the dashboard and that should fix it right up. I'm working on it, I promise.
Okay. Thanks, Lori.
No problem, Miss W.
Tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you found a breakdown, bound to get knocked right out of your boots. And I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft, I've got my moves, I got my songs. When I turn my mojo on, I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. When I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Gonna use my witchcraft.
Thanks so much for your time and interest in Lake. It's been my pleasure telling you a bit about the game itself and how it evolved from a simple, humble concept into something larger. Now remember that there will be additional streams, environments on Saturday, characters on Sunday, and a Q&A on Discord on Monday. Also, please feel free to check out the free demo, which you can play right here on Steam right now. If you liked what you saw, please consider wishlisting the game. Thanks so much, and take care.
You got me tiptoeing around you like you made